How do I open a remote desktop session on a secondary monitor? How do I open a remote desktop session on a secondary monitor, in full screen? It always seems to want to open on the primary one and I cannot find a switch which lets me choose. Is there a known solution or workaround for this?
I don't know if this helps, but in my experience, Windows tends to remember the monitor on which the app is maximized. Try opening Road on the second monitor, maximize it, close it, and see if it opens on the second monitor when you open it again.
Here's complete guide from Microsoft on how to do it. This URL. Try this. It worked for me.
Open the RDP file in a text editor, find the change the SPOS and IPOS in the RDP file and save it. You can then have the window open consistently where you want it.
The other answers which mentioned editing the WinPOSDR setting in the RDP file seemed promising, but I was confused by the explanation of how the position value should be calculated. The TechNet article How to Set the Monitor for a Remote Desktop Session in a Multi-Monitor Setup has a good explanation. By the way, the article uses clearer names for the positions, I think, that have been used in other answers here. WinPOSDR as :0,1, left, top, right, bottom, where horizontal values are measured from left to right and vertical values from top to bottom. As far as I can see, from the article and from experimenting with the RDP file in Windows 8.1, here's how to edit the RDP file to maximize an RDP session on a particular monitor. (1) Determine the left and right edges of each of your monitors, based on their resolution and which monitor is the primary one. In my case, my monitors are left hand equals primary, 1680 by 1050. Right hand equals secondary, 1920 by 1200. So the edges of the two monitors will be primary, left, monitor, left edge, 0, right edge, 1679, not 1680 because the horizontal position is 0 based, not 1 based. Secondary, right, monitor, left edge, 1680, right edge, 3599, 1680 plus 1920 to 1, since the position is 0 based. Note that if the secondary monitor is to the left of the primary one, the left edge of the secondary monitor will be a negative value. 2. Edit the WinPOSDR setting in your RDP file to set both the left and right values to positions that are on the same monitor. It doesn't matter what those values are if the RDP window is always going to be maximized, as long as they are on the same screen. The top and bottom values aren't important, if you're just going to maximize the RDP window. So to display the RDP window on my primary, left hand, monitor I could set. And to display it on my secondary, right hand, monitor I could set. (3) Edit the screen mode setting in your RDP file to maximize the RDP window. 4. Try it out. If the RDP window still doesn't appear maximized, despite setting screen mode, set the desktop width and desktop height settings in your RDP file to the same width and height as the monitor the RDP window is displayed on.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.